News and Brief at Press TV. U.S. President Donald Trump's former national security advisor says he will testify at hearings on alleged Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election if he is granted immunity. Michael Flynn had to step down last month after making misleading statements about his meetings with Russia's ambassador to the U.S. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says the fate of Syria's President Bashar al-Assad is up to the Syrians. This was echoed by Washington's UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. She said that Washington was no longer focused on removing Assad from power, but rather favored a political solution to the Syria crisis. Human Rights Watch warns Washington against selling F-16 fighter jets to Bahrain. Meanwhile, rights group Reprieve says that the Trump administration's overtures to Manama send a worrying message given Bahrain's crackdown on dissent at home. Amnesty International also slammed the U.S. measure. Syrian troops have liberated 5 towns and villages in the northern Hama countryside. The Syrian army also retook a strategic hilltop and killed dozens of al-Nusra Front terrorists in the operation. Elsewhere, government forces are involved in heavy fighting with Daesh terrorists near the eastern city of Dar al-Zar. 4 civilians have been killed in a Saudi airstrike on a market in Yemen's northern province of Sada. Separately, 3 people were killed when a house was targeted by Saudi warplanes in Sana'a province. A woman was also killed in a shelling of a residential neighborhood by Saudi-backed forces in Taiz. Israel has approved the building of a new settlement in the area of Emek Shiloh in the occupied West Bank. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had earlier promised to press ahead with the plan despite international criticism. The UN views all Israeli settlement activities in the occupied West Bank as illegal. French protesters rally in Paris to condemn police brutality. The rally follows 3 consecutive nights of violent protests in the capital. The demonstrations were triggered by police's killing of a Chinese father of 5 at his home. France has been rocked by protests over the use of excessive force by police. Scotland's First Minister has drafted a letter addressed to the British Prime Minister, formally requesting a second independence referendum. In the letter, Nicola Sturgeon says Scotland should have the choice on which path to follow after the start of the Brexit process.